Okay, time for unboxing. Just got this order from Strap Tailor. I believe they're based in the UK. First time I ordered from them, and I just had a new. I think it's a new product. A kind of tropic style strap. It has that texture. Looks like a tropic strap, but it's completely rubber, made out of FKM rubber. And I think it's called their Aquaflex. I think it should be similar to a style like what Artem makes in their Hydroflex, which is completely rubber as well. That has like that Sailcloth like texture over the rubber, so it gives that appearance, but it's like definitely fully waterproof. And I have to admit that's what I wanted. It's actually for this watch, the Blancpain by Swatch 50 Fathom Scuba, 50 Fathom Scuba, or Scuba 50 Fathoms. This is the Green Abyss. Got this, I'm trying to think. I think it's about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 by now. I forget, but it's relatively new. I've been enjoying it on the stock strap. It's actually pretty good. It's two-piece now instead of the NATO style. Has like a double pass-through layer, which it's not that thick. Actually, well, I think actually it is kind of, but it works thinner than it does. But getting those extra layers don't really. No, I don't think anybody really wants that if they can avoid it. And I think it was good to go with a two-piece. But I think for this style, 50 fathom style of dive watch, definitely going to look appropriate on a matching just trying to clean the surface off, on a matching what was I going to say matching I am such a lost word right now. Hang on a matching sailcloth strap, or that kind of style. It's been a long day. Anyways, so they come in a couple of colors, and they actually have. Did not expect that to hit my custom Lego mock over there. Jeez, I really should have moved it out more of the way. Let me move this. Let me even something out here. Okay, hopefully that won't do any more damage. And this is how it comes. This came from DHL, Strap Tailor, and we'll give it a look. Let me widen the shot out so you can see. It comes, I don't know if you can see it here, the way it's attached on the bottom. Interesting. I guess, you just slide it out from the, pull it out and just slide it out from the side. I guess that's what this arrow is for, to tell you to pull it out. And there's nothing else to this, so get rid of that. Comes in this nice pouch, and this is in the green color. And here we go. This is a pretty nice pouch. Don't know what else I can use it for. I guess you can use it to bring on trips. It's not exactly, it's nice material, but it's not exactly fully waterproof, but at least it'll be somewhat. But it did come on these deployant strap clasp, rather. Kind of, I guess, Omega Seamaster style. I like these because you get them sized to fit. You don't have to do any, with some rubber straps you gotta do some trimming. These, you just get them fitted. It will go right between, zoom in more now. It'll go right in between here. You see that pin, you'll find the size, and it will tuck underneath on the inside, right? And it just goes like this. This is actually pretty nice and supple. No vanilla smell, just giving a sniff test, but I think this tone is nice. It's that kind of army green, and it does come with quick release pins, but with the 50 fathoms, the way they have it done with these kind of small hex screw pins, I don't know if you can see it. I have a special tools for that over here. Actually, these are from, I believe I got these from said, it comes in a set like this because you need to do both sides to hold one side and unscrew it on the other. But these are the right size, I think. Yeah, these are from Strap Habit. Pretty oversized for such a job. I figured they could have made these a little bit smaller, or if not shorter. Could be a little bit fiddly being this far out trying to work on the case, but nonetheless, there it goes. There are some straps, aftermarket straps you can get for this that sometimes they come with the right size, like Allen wrench, hex wrench that goes that fits that. Nothing fancy. They're a little bit cheaper, but I figure I get some quality tools, and even though this probably won't go through that many strap changes because of the way you have to change it. I was planning to get it was a debate whether I wanted to spend X amount of money for this watch. This is what, $450, right? Somewhere about thereabouts. And it's like, well, at first I wanted to do the Artem one, the loopless Hydroflex, because even though they're known first for their sailcloth strap, there's a question of how weatherproof is it. I mean, they said it's like a water resistant leather backing, and there's leather inside, and that doesn't make any sense. You know, a lot of sailcloth straps are like that, and that's the one thing I wanted to throw in there, is that there's a lot of sailcloth straps that have that might have a nice sailcloth material and texture, which is pretty water resistant, yet they line the inside and even the backing in leather, and that doesn't make any sense. I mean, even if they say it's supposed to be water resistant, still leather. I mean, how well would that work overall in the long run? I don't know. Some people say it works, but I don't know. I think I've seen some people actually deteriorate still, despite that. It's just a conflict of design intent, I think. When you have waterproof on one side, yet it's not really truly, at least a lot of ones that out there that are not as nearly as expensive as Artem, they have leather, usually leather backet. And what's the point? I mean, yeah, the surface, sure, you can get it somewhat wet mildly, but eventually if it seeps to the edge, right, when you're on the wrist, it's going to go under there and it's going to hit that leather, and it's eventually going to go bad unless you plan to take it off, pad dry it, and then clean off your wrist, make sure it's dry, and put it back on. I mean, that's just not a practical application. So, but anyways, going back to Artem, their Hydroflex looks like the next best thing. You know, it's fully rubber, so don't have to wear it all. It's definitely you can say it's waterproof, because there's no going to be any way that material is going to get any water ingress or damage, right? Because it's completely made out of rubber. But that whole system with like the loopless, and you get their Deployant Clasp, something like this, and they have something even more expensive. I think that's kind of a spring-loaded thing. I think it's a different style. You basically easily start off at close to or over $200, and it's like for one strap, and that seemed a bit high. Yeah. The Luxe makes one that seemed pretty nice, not quite as expensive as that. I think definitely the Artem one's definitely well above. Is it even 300? Well, it's definitely over 2. There's one from Deluxe, which is also, they made a similar all rubber kind of strap, just like this. It looks like a sailcloth texture, and you can get a deployant, and that's where it goes up. That's the deployant class that they have. It's like a spring-loaded thing. It's pretty cool. It looks nice too. The way it's angled, like you really won't get any kind of bend to it. It's like it's meant to go through straight. The way that thing is secured, but yeah. So that's almost $90 by itself just for that, and then the strap is close to around 100. It's not as expensive, or maybe it's a little bit just under, but it's not as expensive as the Artem one. But unfortunately didn't have my size, what I was looking for. But you could get them in different colors too, like different finishes for the that Deployant Clasp that they have. That's talking about Deluxe. Anyways, so I got this notification, and I was thinking, well, should I spend? Let's see how much it is. With everything just as is, it's just about I think I had this as a first time buyer. There was an additional, I forget how much percent off of it. Was it 30%? Anyways, it's basically came out to be around 120 or 130, something like that, which is doable. I figure that's compared relative to the price of the watch. And I was going to go potentially with Strapsco. They had a sailcloth strap, actual sailcloth, but supposedly it's made of this caustic. I forget how you pronounce that word, but it sounds like it's either some sort of water resistant leather or other. Maybe it is actually rubber, rubbery kind of material that's not supposed to. So it makes it really truly waterproof. And it's significantly less. I think everything would be about $60 or $80, I think, around that range. And then if you buy buy two, you get the third one free too. So that would have overall add up to be a pretty nice deal. I was going to try that, but in my mind, I was thinking, well, with this style, it's all FKM rubber too. There's no doubt that this will last, in water and not be an issue and easy to clean and be dust resistant and should be good. And so I just decided, oh, this is a good in between, and this is, I wanted to do something that made it feel more upper end in quality with such a watch, and there we go. The only thing is, I would say I wish that they had the option to have like a black DLC or PVD or something black finished to match this. Although I think because this is primarily black and green, I always say that if you watch my channel, that the strap hardware should match the case. If it's stainless steel, I like that. If it's a black DLC or PVD, I prefer it black. Usually if the case is black and this is silver, I don't really like that mix. This feels, less thought was put into trying to make it match. Now in this case, this is bioceramic and it's, colored, and there's no way you're going to get a strap just like this color, other than the one that it comes with. So, yeah, I think I can buy another from another brand that's black if I really wanted to. But I think because this is something that won't match truly either black or silver necessarily, although if you're going with the black here, yeah, I guess that would be a little bit closer. I'm just going with the fact that this it's not bad the way it is, and plus you do get a little bit of silver in this hardware and the screws, and it's not a lot, but then that kind of makes it worth it. Anyways, hopefully, I haven't tried it yet. I'm not gonna. I'll probably attach it to the end of this video, and I'll make this into one video. But at this moment, I'm just going to show you how kind of. Let's see. Yeah, this should be on this side, I'd imagine, and this wraps around this way, or does it go the other way around? Maybe it goes. Yeah, maybe this makes more sense if this wraps around and you buckle it. I think it does do something like that. It's kind of reversed, because I think you want this to close and buckle up this way when you close it on your wrist, on my left wrist. You want to buckle up towards you versus down away from you. So it should be like that, but at least on the surface wise, this shouldn't matter. But this is how it's going to look like. It's a pretty good match. It's not perfect. You can see there's a slight tonal difference. This is a little bit more muted. This is more saturated, deeper green, but I think that looks cool still. It doesn't have to be a perfect match. I think it's still within the ballpark family of green, this kind of military drab green that will work pretty nicely with this. And I wouldn't mind actually getting one of these in black at some point too, just as something else different. So what I have to do is basically carefully, I should be able to find a way to pop these spring bars out and then reuse the screw pins in here to attach this onto the strap, onto the strap and the watch, and then it'll be good to go. So yeah, I think this and this together. Let me zoom in, maybe less distortion. There we go. These two together, kind of like that, it's going to look pretty darn good. Yeah. So there you go. Just wanted to share that with you guys if you guys are interested. I've heard of Strap Tailor before. They've had plenty of ads, and from what I can see on the website, they produce some pretty nice quality straps. Never had a chance to try it. I've tried other things like Deluxe, Handon, in terms of nice strap manufacturers, and they can do a lot of bespoke work too. And I think Strap Tailor does too. You know, you just tell them what you want, and they'll probably fix up something together and order, and you go through about it that way. But yeah, but this is the first time, and this seemed like a good first product for me to try. And yeah, you can see this should be very comfortable and flexible. You know, many I think many actual like sailcloth straps can start off pretty stiff, but then you break them in and it should be fine. But this one, I can tell it's not going to require much breaking in, and should wear and you know, form pretty nicely with the on the wrist with this as is. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to add the video when I actually install this onto here. And but until then, I'll just say thanks for watching and enjoy your watches. I'm gonna enjoy these two together for a bit and very soon.